Operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission have commenced a full-scale investigation into the activities of Ralph Chinazum Ajah, Managing Director of Paramount Energy Limited, over an alleged N72.3 million fraud involving obtaining by false pretense and stealing. Let's keep the news rolling, but before then, let's ask ourselves these questions. Why do people love committing crime? Why was Ralph Chinazum Ajah, Managing Director of Paramount Energy Limited, rearranged over an alleged N72.3 million fraud involving obtaining by false pretense and stealing? What's the next action to be taken by the EFCC? All these questions will be answered here. Kindly like and subscribe to this channel for more updates like this. The development has triggered concern within business circles in Enugu, where the matter is being viewed as another troubling case of alleged corporate deception capable of crippling legitimate commercial operations. According to information made available to investigators, a petitioner accused Ajah of collecting the sum of N72.3million for the supply of petroleum products to several business branches but allegedly failing to deliver the product after receiving payment. The petitioner told investigators that the money was paid in 6 separate tranches between April 11, 2022 and May 24, 2022, following what was believed at the time to be a valid commercial arrangement. He stated that after receiving the funds, the suspect repeatedly assured the company that the petroleum products would be supplied as agreed. However, weeks later, no delivery was made. According to the petitioner, repeated follow-up calls, messages, and business meetings allegedly yielded only fresh promises, shifting explanations and requests for more time. The situation reportedly became alarming when the expected deliveries failed to reach branches that had already planned operations around the transaction. The disruption, sources said, placed serious pressure on cash flow and daily business activities. In a statement to investigators, the petitioner said preliminary internal checks later raised disturbing questions about the transaction. He alleged that further inquiries revealed that Ajah and Paramount Energy Limited allegedly did not possess the operational capacity required to execute a supply of that scale. That discovery, according to the petitioner, came as a major shock. He told investigators that the money involved represented business capital earmarked for ongoing operational commitments, and that the failure of the transaction allegedly caused severe financial strain, delayed branch activities and significant commercial losses. The petitioner further claimed that what initially appeared to be a straightforward petroleum supply arrangement gradually turned into a regrettable financial setback that disrupted planning, unsettled staff expectations and forced emergency adjustments within the business. Preliminary findings by EFCC operatives reportedly showed that the funds were paid into the corporate account of Paramount Energy Limited. Investigators further alleged that shortly after receiving the payments, the money was moved from the company's account into the personal account of the suspect. The anti-graft agency is now examining the transaction trail, banking records, and related commercial documents as part of efforts to determine the full circumstances surrounding the movement of the funds. Sources familiar with the inquiry said investigators are also seeking to establish whether similar complaints may have arisen from other business dealings connected to the company. The case has attracted wider attention because of the growing impact of alleged supply-related fraud on businesses already struggling with rising operational costs, market volatility, and tight access to working capital. Business observers say incidents of this nature often leave companies dealing not only with direct financial losses but also with broken supply chains, unpaid obligations, and damaged confidence among customers and partners. For many affected businesses, the consequences can be immediate and painful: delayed operations, pressure on staff salaries, strained creditor relationships, and sudden disruptions in day-to-day commercial activities. The EFCC said investigations are ongoing and that the suspect will be charged before the appropriate court upon conclusion of the inquiry. As the probe continues, attention remains fixed on the Enugu Zonal Directorate, where investigators are expected to determine whether the alleged N72.3 million transaction was part of a deliberate scheme to unlawfully divert business funds. Thank you for listening to this news and ensure to subscribe, like and share our news update.